Chapter 1. Crop Production and Management. Topics to be discussed. Agriculture. Basic practices of crop production. How to increase crop production. Animal husbandry. It is believed that man learnt to grow crops about 10,000 years ago. Before this period, man was a food gatherer, that is, he ate whatsoever he found. He killed animals for meat and also ate edible parts of plants. But when he saw new plants growing out from the seeds which he had thrown on the ground, he thought of the idea of growing plants. This was the beginning of crop production. From hunter and gatherer, man became food producer. He also started domesticating animals for food and other purposes. Agriculture. In class 7, you studied that green plants are called producers. That is, only they can synthesize sunlight, carbon dioxide and water and make food on their own. Animals, including humans, cannot synthesize food, and so they feed on either plants or animals. In all cases, the food for animals comes directly or indirectly from plants. The science that deals with the growth of plants and animals for human use is called agriculture. In a broad sense, agriculture includes cultivation of the soil, soil management, growing and harvesting crops, crop farming, growing and harvesting of vegetables, fruits, flowers and decorative plants, horticulture, and breeding and raising of livestock including poultry, animal husbandry. Crop. When a large number of plants of the same kind are grown at one place, it is called a crop. Crop plants are grown for food in the fields. Cereal constitute the largest category of crop plants. Cereals are plants from the grass family, from which food grains, for example, rice, wheat, etc., are obtained. We also obtain fodder, fuel, etc. as byproducts from crops. There are about 30 major crop plants used by humans throughout the world. Some common crop plants grown and consumed in India are given in the above table. Crop season. There is a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of our country. This is because factors like temperature, humidity, rainfall, type of soil, etc. determine where crops can be grown in a particular area. The sequence in which crops are grown in an area within a year is called cropping pattern. There are two cropping patterns in different parts of our country. Kharif means autumn in Arabic. The Kharif crops are usually sown in July with the beginning of the monsoon and harvested during the autumn in October. They are also known as summer or monsoon crops. The major Kharif crops are millets, bajra and jawar, paddy, rice, maize, groundnut, soya bean, sugarcane and cotton. Rabi means spring in Arabic. The Rabi crops are usually sown in October with the beginning of the winter season and harvested during the spring season in March. They are also known as winter crops. The major Rabi crops are wheat, pea, mustard and barley. Basic practices of crop production. Growing crops is not an easy task. It requires hard work and money. Agriculture also involves a variety of activities. To obtain best output from crop plants, the following activities are required. Crop production, preparation of soil, manuring, sowing, irrigation, crop protection, harvesting, storage. Preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is the first step in crop production. Before growing a crop, the soil needs to be made more loose and aerated. Plowing or tilling. Plowing is the process of loosening and turning the soil for better percolation of water and air. It is done with the help of a plow, driven by a tractor or by animals, oxen. Advantages of plowing. Seeds get sufficient air and water in loose soil to germinate. Loose soil allows roots to grow deep into the soil and anchor plants. Plowing aerates the soil. This allows the roots to breathe easily. Earthworms and microbes grow well in loose soil and increase the fertility of soil. Nutrients present in soil mix with the topsoil during plowing. Plants can use these nutrients easily. Loose soil helps sunlight to reach the deeper layers of soil and kill harmful microbes. Plowing mixes manure and fertilizers well with the soil. Leveling. After plowing, the field is leveled. Plowed soil may have big lumps of soil called crumbs. Crushing of these lumps of soil and gently pressing the soil with a wooden or iron leveler is known as leveling. Leveling helps prevent soil erosion. It ensures uniform irrigation. It allows uniform mixing of fertilizers and manure. Leveling also lessens the loss of moisture through evaporation. Manuring. Fertility of soil is increased by adding manure or fertilizers. Addition of manure makes the soil spongy and helps it to hold air and water. Manures. Manures are organic substances that supply almost all the nutrients required by plants. They are obtained from dead and decaying organic matter. Fertilizers. Fertilizers are chemicals that contain nutrients for plant growth. They are man-made and are produced as salts in factories. The most commonly used fertilizers are NPK, which contain nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. As the organic component of soil is progressively getting reduced, sulfur is now being recommended for ensuring soil nutrition. Disadvantages of fertilizers. Excessive use of fertilizers can damage the soil by making it either too acidic or too basic. Fertilizers have become a source of water pollution. Excess fertilizers get washed away by rainwater into water bodies, harming aquatic plants and animals. Excess fertilizers also harm useful microbes in the soil. Advantages of using manure over fertilizers. Manure enhances the water holding capacity of soil. It makes the soil porous, making exchange of gases easy. It improves the texture of soil. It increases the number of friendly microbes in the soil. Sowing. The process of putting seeds into the soil is called sowing. Selection of seeds. Before sowing seeds, the following precautions must be taken. Only healthy, disease-resistant, pest-free and good quality seeds should be selected. There must be proper spacing between the seeds to avoid competition for space, oxygen, water, nutrients and light during the germination of seeds. Seeds should be sown at appropriate depth with proper spacing. Seeds must be sown at appropriate depth in the soil, neither too deep nor very superficial. If seeds are sown very deep, they may not be able to respire. Also, their shoots may not be able to push through the soil and may die even before germinating out of the soil. If seeds are sown too close to the surface, they may be eaten away by birds. Methods of sowing seeds. Seeds can be sown by any of these methods. Broadcasting. This is a traditional method of sowing seeds. In this method, seeds are scattered on the field by hand. The disadvantage of this method is that the seeds may not get sown at proper distance and at proper depths, resulting in wastage and reduced crop yield. Traditional tool. Most small farmers in India use a simple seed drill attached to the plough. The seed drill is made by connecting a few narrow pipes to a funnel at the top. The seeds placed in a funnel drop into the furrows made by the plough. The seeds are then covered with soil with the help of a leveler. Seed drill. The mechanism involved in seed drill is very similar to a traditional tool, but its efficiency is higher. The seed drill is connected to a tractor and has many tubes leading to the plough. This makes it more efficient than a traditional tool. Planting. Seeds of some crops need a wide spacing. These seeds are big and are needed to be sown manually. Some examples of crops whose seeds are sown by planting are maize, kidney beans, rajma, potato, cotton and sugarcane. Advantages of seed drill over traditional tool. Seeds are sown at proper distance and depths. Birds cannot eat the seeds as they are not exposed. Seedlings do not compete for air, space, nutrients and light. It saves time and labor. Transplantation. The process of transferring healthy seedlings from a nursery to the field is called transplantation. In plants like tomato, rice, chilies, etc., the seeds are not put in the field directly, but are sown in seed beds in nurseries. The seedlings are selected and then transplanted, that is, transferred to the field.